the more experiences you go through, it's like the higher, a better version of yourself is unlocked type shit. Like, if you just fear life and you don't go through experiencing life and you just try to be in your little shell, in your little box, and like just do what you have to do to survive instead of living life, you then miss out on the chance to become a more, I don't know, a more version of yourself, right? Like, because I guess it's fear that prevents us from growing. Because, like, to grow, we gotta go through growing pains. So, like, just like when we were kids and we'd go through growing pains, like, I don't know if you remember growing pains, but my leg would hurt, like, whatever. But that's everything. That's what we do. We go through experiences that might be painful to go through, but then we grow through those experiences. And like because of those experiences, because like I was thinking about how like the breakup that I went through, it made me a better version of myself. Not because of that, because it could have been anything. It could have been a death that happened in my life. It didn't have to be, the breakup. It could have been anything that would have pushed that feeling onto me, the feeling of pain, the feeling of sadness, the feeling of just this thing, rock bottom. And you can hit rock bottom in many different ways. It doesn't have to be relationship related, but like because I've gone through a lot of pain that wasn't relationship related. Like, but I've grown through all of that pain. So then there was a pattern that I seen, right? Like, I don't know, probably like 6 years ago now or 7 years ago, I gave up my son for adoption. And like that was a very painful thing for me to do, right? Like there was so many things that are painful in life, but you end up growing and becoming a better person from those things. Like when I was 14 years old and I ended up doing an armed robbery and I got sent away, right? Like that taught me so much that like and it's always, bro, it is always at the moment of you going through shit, it's horrible. Like, you know how you hear people like me right now saying all the time that you're going to be glad that happened to you. Like, it's hard to actually see that when you're in the thing, right? When I was actually locked up, right? When I'm actually, sent away from my mom when I was only 14, there's nothing she could do, there's nothing I could do, and I'm just, you know, gone. Well, it wouldn't have, there was no way that you could have convinced me that that thing was going to help me. That it was going to, like, but it did. By the time I left the place, I was glad I went through it. And now that's the pattern that I've been seeing. When I went through becoming single, it was a pain that I didn't expect. But it's like sitting in that pain. There was no way you could have told me, yo, bro, this shit's gonna help you become a better version of yourself. Because at the moment, I'm like so in pain, I can't see anything other than my pain. But little by little, step by step, I grew from that pain. And now it's like I am so grateful that I became single. I am so grateful because I would have never had the chance to become me. Like, I guess I would have became this version of me probably eventually, maybe in my 40s or maybe not. But like, it made me realize something that I could just keep growing, right? Like, I don't have to stop growing. I don't have to just be in this relationship and that's life forever. I don't have to just be who I am today forever, right? But it's like the only way to go through a transformation that reminds me of like some anime transformation is to go through things. You can't be scared to experience life. You can't be scared to like fall in love. Because, you know, like so many people want to fall in love. But it's like, bro, I had love. It was beautiful. It was amazing. Until it wasn't. Then this thing happened. Then I became single. But now, bro, you know what I tell you? Being single is amazing. And like, this shit is awesome. Like, and not on some ego shit, but on some shit where it's like, I'm able to focus on myself and like grow myself into a better version of myself. And like, I don't know, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying life. And after all of this shit that I've gone through, bro, I'm like, it's not that bad. Like, I'm starting to enjoy the pain. Not in like some twisted way, but on some, I see the pattern. I see what it's doing. It's like pain is a catalyst. But like, you have to utilize that catalyst. You have to utilize your pain. Look at it. Learn from it. Grow from it. But if you are too scared to go through things, you miss out, bro. Like, I'm not telling people to have kids when they're young, but I had my daughter when I was 17. And like, I am so grateful for that. Bro, like, I don't know. Some people would be like, you know, well, you were struggling in life, so like, it's not. And I'm like, yeah, but that's you thinking that you need to be rich as fuck to have kids, right? Like, I don't know. I'm grateful for the way that things have been going, the decisions that I've made, and also I'm grateful for the pain that I've went through from the decisions that I have not made, right? Because a lot of the pain I've gone through, I guess some of it was decisions I made, like robbing, you know, someone at, you know, when I was 14, or all these different things that I did that were bad decisions that fucked like my life up for a little while. Like, I'm just grateful for all of it. Like, and it's so fucking crazy that like all the cliche shit is real as fuck. And I listen to every cliche thing because I see it. That like, you're gonna be glad that you went through what you went through, even though you think you're not right now because it's very painful. But the key is to make it through the pain, because you will not be grateful for that experience if you never learn from that experience, because all it will be is pain. But if you figure out why the pain, why the thing, I'm trying to get out the wind, but like, if you just figure out why, there's so much you can learn from that why, right? So like, there's some people that want children that are like waiting until they're rich as fuck, overthinking it, and they could miss the chance. Like, there's people that are so picky with love, right? They're so picky. They got so, it's okay to have preferences, but damn, it's like people are never gonna fall in love because they're not given the chance to just fall in love. Like, you gotta let go to it. You gotta, like, I don't know, be vulnerable with it, right? But that's the key. Being vulnerable with life in general. Like, give your life the chance to be life. Because we get so scared that we create a bubble and then we go through life in that bubble. Like, not trying new things. We eat unhealthy and you say, oh, this is just what I eat. you are who you are and you say, oh, this is just who I am. But it's like, that's you creating these bubbles and these things that can't change, which means that you're limited to the experiences that you can have, because if you do the same shit, you'll get the same thing, right? If you think the same thoughts, you'll get the same thing. If you, like, I don't know. And sometimes you got to take that leap of faith, because that's what I mean by fear is what creates this bubble. And then it's like inside that bubble, you're even more in fear, because like people will have anxiety, they'll have depression, they'll have all these issues. Because, like, a lot of times it's because they're stuck in this little bubble and not just living, not just trying something. And then it's like, you need to fall on your face. Like, it's so important in life to fall on your face. It's so important to fail. It is so important to get your heart broken. And I know that's crazy, but it's real. Like, if you never got your heart broken, there's something that you don't know, right? Like, you gain some knowledge from it that I can't even explain to you. Like, you can see it. Like, it's one of these things that if you look at me when I was in the relationship and you look at me now, you can see it, but I can't really explain it. But the reason why I was able to grow from it is because I got the lesson from it. Not just understanding why did she leave. Like, that doesn't even really fucking matter. It does to a certain extent, but like, it's more about understanding life is not just about being in a relationship. Understanding life is not just about being rich. Life is not just about being fully prepared before you jump into something. Like, people want to be fully prepared before they have a kid, or fully prepared before they start the business, or fully prepared before they start making videos. They're like, oh, I can't make videos until I get this good camera that I want to get. It's like, bro, most of my videos are recorded on I think this is a Galaxy A20. Like, whatever. And I got like a microphone attached to it. But like, I don't know, bro. I just think if you stay in your bubble, you'll always make excuses on why not to start. Because it's like that video I made about like, why haven't people started yet? Well, they haven't started because they keep making excuses, or like, yeah, they keep making up excuses on why not to start. Like, they're like coming up with good reasons why they can't start yet, or why they whatever. But like, that's all just you and your bubble. And it's like, you gotta pop the bubble so you can expand. So like, you have an idea, just try it. Like, I remember when I was learning how to skateboard, right? Like, I have scars on the palms of my hands because of all the times I fell. I busted my ass, like, because we got a bunch of hills around here, right? So I'm going down the hill and shit, and it's just getting faster and faster, and it starts wobbling, and then I'm just like, yeah, so many times, bro. But like, I don't know, that's just how it is. I tried so many times. Like, I practiced making digital music so many times that now I know how to do it. Shit, I practiced speaking so many times that now I know how to speak better. I try. Like, my YouTube channel isn't that big. I got more videos on here probably than most people that do have a big YouTube channel. But like, it was about me just doing the thing. Trying. Growing. Having fun with it, right? Like, because instead of people be so scared of the thing, but it's like, once, bro, I was scared of the thing too. But once I jumped into it, bro, after that fear is fun. It's life. It's, I don't know, bro. It's just, it's up to us to decide what we want to do with life and do it. And there's so many things we can do with life. And but you'll never do anything unless you get out of that bubble. So, like, if you're stuck in the bubble, I was trying to think of something. Like, if you're stuck in the bubble, what to do. If you're stuck in the bubble and you don't know what to do, try something new. Try anything other than what you always do, right? Like, because you have to make it from hearing words to making actions. You have to make it from feeling fear to then doing the thing anyways, even though it's scary, right? Like, you have to go from, oh, you're scared what people are going to think about you. You don't want to be embarrassed in front of a bunch of people. You don't want to look like a fool in front of everybody. Bro, that's all your own thoughts in your head, and just let them go. Try something new. Try a new thought. Try a different thought. Try a thought that's like, bro, those people don't even exist. It's just you and your thing that you're trying to do. And like, because everyone's going to have an opinion on you, whether you're doing good or bad, whether you're in the best shape of your life or in the worst shape of your life, people are still going to talk shit, right? Like, whether you do your dreams or not, people are still going to talk shit. But like, that's why you just got to get out of your bubble. Now, it's a contradiction, but this is why life is like a paradox. But like, because it's good to know, to be able to create the bubble, but it's also good to be able to know when to pop the bubble. So like, you can create a bubble when people's opinions. People will try to tell you you can't do it, or you shouldn't do it, or you can't live like that, or you can't talk like that, or no, you can't heal your depression and anxiety. That's not possible. You can't get in shape. You know, you're overweight. You've been overweight your whole life. Or you, like, people will always say something. So then that's when you got to put up that bubble. But like, if you stay in that bubble forever, all you'll have is what you are now. Like, and we're all capable of much more. That's what I'm saying. We're all capable of extreme greatness. Like, on some real shit, not on some motivational shit, but real shit. We all have a little bit of God in us. We all have a little bit of this thing. And it's like, most people never tap into that thing inside of them, the power that's inside of them, because even though you're in your bubble and the power's inside of you, the power cannot be released inside of the bubble. So like, release that power and it'll expand you, right? You will expand. Your ideas will expand. Your perspective will expand. Your dreams will expand. Your execution on those dreams will expand. Like, you as a person will expand, right? Like, you can become a better version of yourself. Everyone can. But not everyone wants to. And like, it's okay if you don't want to. But I don't know if you can see that cloud. Shit's beautiful. But I guess I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate y'all for chilling with me while I was just telling y'all what's on my mind. And I hope y'all have an awesome day.